Welcome back to another MaxWebinar. Today we're joined by guest and good friend Constantin Seleznev, the CEO of AdsKeeper. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here and discuss native advertising 2025.
Yep, looking forward to it. I'm sure we'll have a ton of insights for everybody today. Before we hop into it, though, do you want to let everybody know what AdsKeeper is, what you guys do?
AdsKeeper is a native advertising company. We are working with different websites and different niche across the world, and we are monetizing those websites and working with advertisers who is promoting products with us. Also, there is one another part of our business is push. Of course, it's less than maybe 10-15% right now because we are focused more on native advertising, and we are trying to use different approaches, different testing models to be one of the best in this niche.
It's good to be the best. Let's get there. So what do you think has changed? Obviously, you're an authority figure on native and push. So what do you think has changed recently over the years in native advertising heading into 2025? And then from there, let's hop into what we think will happen in 2025 with native advertising.
It's even hard to measure what changed for the last 4 or 5 years, because this business changed completely. And right now we are moving into a new story, like AI-driven ecosystem that will change this market again in 2025, 2026. Once it's appeared on the market, we understood that this is like a new wave for us, for all the business to use different approaches, different testing, tracking models to reach new peaks in this business. And right now we trying to add AI completely to our system to help our clients with optimizations. And if we can discuss just one thing that changed this market completely over last 6-5 years, so I can definitely say that it's AI. Right now, AI is the most important driven model in this business.
Yeah, I agree. AI was the public introduction of AI was a turning point for society as a whole, for sure. And obviously has its hands in business as well. How are you guys applying AI to AdsKeeper and native ads in general? How is it helping your affiliates and your publishers?
The first and the main one, we put AI into our system as a helper that help us to generate a lot of creatives and help with the compliance process, because it's very important to, first of all, to stay clear, to always show good ads everywhere where we place it, where we on all the markets that we are working with. And it's very important to approach the AI into the processes where we need to do a lot of optimizations, like with our clients, with the layout widgets, with first-party data, because we always rely on AI in terms of prediction models. Like we are trying to put AI into the system and help us to predict user behavior, user preferences, and of course show ads that will be consumed by the users. So it's very important to, in all those processes, to first of all control AI, optimize it all the time, because right now we got optimization on all our stages every week or every 2 weeks, just because AI doesn't stay at the same place. It's developing every month, every week. So right now AI is our the main product that we are trying to improve. And in terms of, for example, of advertisers, we use it on daily basis to generate huge amount of creatives for them, to use different approaches, testing models, and so on and so forth. For publisher, it's about how we show the widget, it's about their layout, about the optimization widget, about the optimization CPM model, CTR model, and so on and so forth.
Very interesting. I like it. Have you seen cases where the AI creative has outperformed like a human-generated creative?
Yeah, right now, definitely. Sometimes it performs even better that we get used to. Like 2 years ago, we get used to human approaches and we already knew, but the lack of expertise and lack of creativity from the user, from like creative department, is always a problem. So with AI, we not completely, but 90% we resolve this problem, because AI can generate a lot of images, a lot of headlines, a lot of funnels that help you to get better conversion rate.
Absolutely. So AI obviously is going to be a huge trend in 2025, as we saw in 2024, leading into 2025. So we know affiliates are using AI for creatives and copy and such. What are some common mistakes that you see, media buyers making on AdsKeeper? Maybe it keeps them from converting, or at least keeps them from being profitable. What are some common mistakes that our affiliates can avoid?
Just to avoid the common mistakes that they always do, you should use different, first of all, different approaches and different requests to the AI. Just because, when our affiliates already get used to AI, and sometimes they use the same approach for example, for Meta and for AdsKeeper. So they use absolutely the same approach and absolutely the same method of generating funnel, creatives, headlines, and so on and so forth. So this is the common mistake, just because, first of all, we need to understand that this meta audience and native audience is two different audience. Sometimes they cross, sometimes not, but in general, it's you should use two different approaches to them. And you should nurture AI to your needs. Like, you should put appropriate requests to it, just because this will help you to optimize conversion rate, get better performance from native, from Facebook, all and other sources. So it's very important to not do the same approach. This is the main mistake. Use the same approach, the same methods and tracking system. Just because in Facebook you should rely on CPM, on cost per click, and so on. With native, you should rely more on like conversion rate, on blacklist, whitelist, and you should always play with widgets, just because sometimes, like, widgets, you get new widgets every day, just because our acquisition team is working nonstop and they acquire a lot of new websites every day. So this wide variety of widgets should be used, and you should optimize it. You should use it all the time and try to find the best funnel for you, for your product. So please do not use the same approach in generating creatives for different traffic sources. For native, for Google, for Facebook, it should be different.
So stand out, have different ads for different platforms, and make sure you're capturing users' attention that way.
Definitely, yeah.
You touched on some interesting things about the widgets and conversion rates. That's kind of where I wanted to head from here, as far as our conversation goes. So do you see consistency, day to day in performance from the same widgets? Are different placements having different performance day to day? The main question is, how can affiliates find consistency in performance on AdsKeeper and in native in general?
I really want to say that native it's about consistency. But sometimes our widgets get different audience, just because, they post different news, they promote in their website, they work with SEO optimization in Google. So a audience all the time changes, and you should get used to it. You get different audience from the same widgets, from the same website. But in general, if you get used to the situation that this audience is appropriate for your product, gives you good conversion rate. So probably after, like, in a month, in 2 months, nothing gonna change. Like, you will get the same good converting audience from the widget that you like choose for your product, for neutral products, for crypto products, doesn't matter. Consistency it's not all the time about native, but in general, you can rely on native, I guess, right now in 2025, taking into account that right now we always use AI optimization in our widget. So of course you can rely on native more than it was last year.
All right. Well, thank you for that. That's very insightful. Kind of leads me into my next question. What systems or processes should affiliates implement to sustain this long-term success, sustain their profitability, and most importantly, chase the consistency?
We always, like in AdKeeper, we always recommend to choose different tracking systems to check the performance. Like, of course, we always insist on the main idea that you should do the integration with our platform to pass all the data to us, so we can analyze it. We can help you with different approaches. We can help you with different optimization models from our side, and of course, all our managers are very welcome to share with you some insights, recommendation, how you should change your campaign, how you should change your funnel to get better performance. If you are talking about the system that you should implement, you should stick to the basic ones. You should choose the tracker that will suit you the most. If you are talking about the tracker, so probably we should mention Binom, Volume, Tracker, and like those are the main ones that we are integrated with, and we always rely on their data. And from those trackers, you can track the performance, you can optimize your campaigns, you can share data with us, and of course, build some funnel and build some profitable story with positive ROI, with successful cases that you can share with another affiliates, with us, so we can help you even more.
Perfect. Let's dive into the tracker side of things a little bit more and passing data. You and I have had some calls in the past, and we've talked about things potentially going cookieless. How is this data being passed to you? Is it via Pixel? Is it mostly Postbacks? Is a cookieless world something that is coming to us? Is it something we should look out for? Lots of questions for you, but let's talk on that.
Definitely. Let's talk about cookieless, because it was the main topic for main problem for native for over last 3, maybe 2 years. And it's very important to know that right now cookieless is not something crucial for us, is not a buzzword anymore. It's our reality. And let's start with the things why we start talking about cookieless. There are, we can point out 2 main reasons. First is to protect user data, their preferences, and just because we have in the world 2 main regulations. In Europe, it's GDPR. In United States, if I'm not mistaken, it's CCPA. So due to all those regulations, we start to talk about cookieless world. Right now, I know that Google is stuck with this process, and we should not wait that in 2025 it will happen. So probably it will be postponed, and we can wait another year, just because right now rely on first data cookies, or rely on AI, which is trying to predict everything like user behavior, user preferences. Right now, we cannot rely on 100%. So it's a good approach that we can use in the future, but cookies right now is the best one, because cookie knows all your preferences. It knows what you should consume from the ad, what you should consume from the website, which ads, and it helps us a lot, really. In general, right now, the main part that we should mention that it will be postponed, and we have another 1-2 years to find better approaches like AI-driven technologies, machine learning, cross-device tracking, and so on and so forth. So we have another year or maybe 2.
Perfect. Do you think, and this may be a redundant question, do you think this will cause challenges for affiliates, or maybe even bring them opportunities? Could it be a positive thing in the future?
As for now, I guess we will get more challenges. Affiliates get more challenges. We, as a company in AdsKeeper, we get more challenges. And we have been preparing for this past 2 years, and we use all our capacity of our product teams, of our tech team, to find another approaches, to find another machine technologies that will help us to predict user behavior. But right now, we know that it will be postponed. So right now we are looking for something else that we can approach in our company. So in general, it creates a lot of challenges for us. But in general, after a couple of years, when we will get used to it, so probably there we will find another opportunities. But for affiliates, cookieless world, it's something that you cannot optimize properly after it will appear on our market. So probably we will get challenges in terms of how we can optimize campaigns, how we can use different approaches. We cannot track the audience. We cannot track their preferences, their needs. What did they consume from different websites, from previous? We don't right now. We do not have all the data about them, but cookies help us a lot.
Yep, cookies obviously very important right now. One thing I've noticed over the years is that problems in affiliate marketing are cyclical. There's always some headline, something that's going to be the end of affiliate marketing, and some way, somehow, the industry always finds a way around it, and we strive and find new highs afterwards. So while it's a scary topic, going cookieless, I know for a fact we will find a way around it, and when the answer is there, you can find it here on the MaxWeb YouTube channel. But thank you so much, Constantin. I want to get into some of the more future trends in a positive light rather than going cookieless. What trends do you see coming in 2025 besides AI stuff, more on the native ad side? What trends do you see developing that may be a big topic this year for native advertising?
Like in general, right now, I see two main trends that will be developed in the next few years. I cannot say like particular about 2025. It's too hard to predict, like just because of AI. You asked me to not be stick to AI, but I just want to mention it just because it's already has changed the market completely. And right now in 2025 we should wait more. But in general, I see two main trends that will appear and will be developed in 2025 and later. So it's virtual reality and augmented reality. I know that there will be a lot of trends and a lot of ads there, and the company that will be the first in this story probably will be another billionaire. So it's very important to find the way to approach your team to attract different professionals from different businesses, to find the way how we can start to work with virtual reality, because I'm pretty sure that in 2027, after Apple released their products, after different company, Chinese company definitely will release all those products. So there will be another wave for our market, for digital market. And of course, right now it's very hard to say how ads will be implemented there. But I'm definitely sure that this is next wave, and we should monitor the situation on this market as well.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be some ad space in the VR goggles. We have to stake our claim and have some placements there.
Definitely, and of course, there will be video ads, and invest a lot into video marketing, into different video players, video approaches. So it's very important right now.
I mean, that works for us as a VSL affiliate network. Can you imagine watching a VSL on the VR goggles?
I can imagine it, but I'm not sure how to implement it from technical part. Like, unfortunately, I'm not a technician guy, but in general, we already set the task for our product team so they can develop and launch at least a couple of tests how it might be there. Of course, you can predict right now because we are waiting for it maybe in a couple of years, but you should be prepared for it. Another trend in 2025, it's definitely platforms like Telegram, because it's very important to remember that Telegram right now is going to the story that it will be a unique app for everything, for games, for chatting, for calls, for conferences, for everything. And this trend, a couple of those trends were mentioned during Bangkok conferences, and I talked to different guys who mentioned it. And I was shocked that right now there are a lot of companies who are different companies which is monetizing Telegram apps traffic. And it's another trend in 2025, and I guess that it will be developed more and more.
Yeah, I've heard that. It seems very popular in the gaming space and digital products like that. A lot of them are monetized on Telegram. Very interesting development. Definitely something to keep an eye on, like you said.
Of course, we should monitor the situation on this market as well. I know that Telegram is not very popular everywhere. I know that it's very popular in Europe, I'm not sure about United States, but in general, I definitely know that Telegram will approach new markets in 2025 and 2026.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's getting more popular here in the US. I've had it for many years, obviously, from being in the space. And every few days I get a notification. One of my contacts joined Telegram. The US is being onboarded onto Telegram slowly but surely. So Constantine, thank you again. Let's close this out on an insightful note. Just wanted to ask you, from your standpoint, do you have any advice for affiliates, media buyers within native or even outside of native? Do you have any general advice for them in this industry?
Yeah, I have general advice, maybe for all the affiliates that we are working with, that to new affiliates, to any affiliates. Like all affiliates always try to use their own approaches and their own tracking, testing methods everywhere. But I also want to mention that please try to listen to your manager from the company you are working with, because just for example, in AdsKeeper, we have managers that working with different verticals, with crypto, Nutra, with gambling, and they know a lot of approaches and a lot of models that can be used by affiliates. But sometimes affiliates stick to the plan, stick to all their methods, and they are not trying something new. They just try the same approaches that they already get used to on different platforms, on Meta, in Google, everywhere. So my main advice is to listen to another point of view, test new models, develop AI in your company, in your business, definitely, and check the trends with MaxWeb podcast.
That's a good one. That's the most important one. No, I love that. Well, you heard it here first. Don't reinvent the wheel. Success leaves clues, so follow those clues. Constantine, thank you so much for being a guest today. Is there anywhere that people can reach out to you if they want to get in touch with you or AdsKeeper about anything?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me here today. I'm so glad to talk about native advertising 2025. You can reach me and my team through the LinkedIn, through the Skype. Please reach me out to discuss any question that you want, to talk about trends, to talk about affiliate marketing, and of course, about cooperation with AdsKeeper. Thank you, Joy, for all your questions, for inviting me here today, for having fun during the conversation, and for all your thoughts. I'm so thankful to be here and to share my thoughts and view of AdsKeeper company, AdsKeeper team here. And please don't hesitate to reach me out in all social medias.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll put your email and link to AdsKeeper in the bio. Constantine, thank you for joining, and thank you for all of the insights today. I agree it was a fun one. Hopefully that came through in the video and everybody enjoyed watching. Keep an eye out. We will be back with another one soon enough. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you again on the next one.